Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Any part of the world that they have a code of law and order which is practice. The objectives of all these laws and orders to establish justice, to build a healthy society, to build a well-nurtured society, to bring discipline in their lives. That is the reason that we find code of conduct or laws and law and order that prevails. Islam also have introduced law and order system. Things that we could do and things that we cannot do. And punishments, like any other nations, have introduced punishment for those who commit crime, wrong and injustice. Similar manner, Islam also have introduced punishment to those who do wrong or injustice, oppression, aggression and abuse. Stoning a person to death. What is the stand in Islam? First thing we need to understand, stoning a person to death is spoken in Islam, and in the meantime it's found in Christianity, it's found in Judaism and few other cultures what prevail, what is existing. But stoning with regard to Islam, a person, a married, sound mind person committing adultery, he or she will be stoned to death. This law prevails, but let us understand the depth of this law. 4 people should bear testimony that they have seen with their naked eye that the penetration have taken place. And when 4 bear testimony that penetration have taken place, then Islam says he or she should be stoned to death. That is the stand in the Islamic teachings, Islamic ruling. You and me know very well, it is not possible that 4 people seeing with their naked eye that a person committing adultery and penetration taking place. But then this law is a pre-warning to teach people how serious is the crime that they are committing. Till today in our history, at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, till this date, no person was convicted by 4 people bearing testimony that this person had committed adultery and that person was convicted to be stoned to death. Yes, there are narrations which took place at the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that a person came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, "O Prophet, I have committed adultery. Establish upon me the order of Islam." He came and he confessed. When he first came and said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam turned his face away. He came to the right, he came to the left, he came in front of him and he cried and said, "O Prophet, I committed this sin. You establish upon me the orders of Islam." Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, "Are you in your normal senses?" He said, "Yes, O Prophet, I am in my normal senses, that I committed this sin." Then again, after few minutes, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked him, "Did really the penetration took place?" He said, "Yes, you establish upon me the order of Islam. You establish upon me the had, the hudud, the order of Allah Ta'ala. And thereafter, Prophet of Islam ordered him to be pelted by stone to death. So remember, we need to understand, it is not a person builds a relationship, fall in love with a person, and that person have to be pelted with stones. No. That 4 people, just, and the condition, 4 just people should bear testimony, which is generally not possible. There are many historians say, till this date, they have not found evidence of that nature. So remember very well, the laws that Islam had introduced, not to oppress people, not to oppress women, not to take the rights away from human, but to establish their right, but to honor the women, to honor the men, to honor this human race, to uphold the values of human race, to uphold the rights of women. That is the reason that Islam brought about these laws and regulations, in order women should not be abused or misused. Unlike the world that we see today, women are being oppressed and abused. And when we study our own country, the statistic and the records are alarming. Every 90 minutes, one woman is raped in Sri Lanka. And in public transportation, women are being harassed. And there are, internationally when you study, whatever law prevails, abuse of the right of women are found. Islam also have put regulations with regard to the travel, how a person should travel from a country to another country, from a place to another place. Islam has taught, Sharia has taught, when a woman travels to another country, for an example, she have to travel with her guardian. Remember very well, when Islam laid down laws and regulations, it did not look at anything with an emotional side. It understood the human nature, the ways, behavior and the culture. And then it laid down certain laws and regulations. Let us not be a nation who react emotionally. Let us think wisely and bring law and order into our country, which will be effective and discipline and bring about justice and bring about law and order and establish a very healthy society. With this I conclude my discussion. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Knowledge Box, the value-based media network.